การณ์การค้ามนุษย์ในเมืองเล้าก่ายรัฐฉานของประเทศเมียนมาที่มีคนไทยตกเป็นเหยื่อ200 กว่าคนสะท้อนว่าการสู้รบระหว่างกองทัพตักมดอกับกองกำลังติดอาวุธของกลุ่มชาติพันธุ์ยังไม่สิ้นสุดลงแต่ทว่ากลับทวีความรุนแรงมากยิ่งขึ้นด้วยแม้ประเทศสมาชิกอาเซียนจะบรรลุฉันทามติ5 ข้อไปเมื่อ2 ปีที่แล้วก็ตามครบรอบ10 ปี Fortify Rights องค์กรที่ทำงานด้านสิทธิมนุษยชนในภูมิภาคเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้ The Reporter พาคุณผู้ชมมาฟังข้อเสนอจากแมทธิว สมิธ CEO ของ Fortify Rights ต่อรัฐบาลใหม่ของไทยในการยุติวิกฤตของประเทศเพื่อนบ้านที่กระทบต่อคนไทยโดยตรงครับ
First, could you introduce us about what Fortify Rights have been doing in past 10 years in this region?
Yeah. Yes, thank you. So in the last 10 years since our founding, we've been investigating human rights violations. We started in Myanmar and have since expanded to Thailand, Malaysia, Bangladesh, and soon Ukraine. But we've been investigating violations. We've been engaging people with power on solutions to human rights problems. And we've been working to strengthen community-based responses to human rights violations. And what we've really tried to do is combine those 3 strategies towards single human rights problems. It's been an eventful decade, for sure. Yeah. You know, the Myanmar military junta, certainly since the coup, but even before the coup in 2021, has really been a criminal enterprise. This is an enterprise that is involved in all manner of criminal activity. So it's not just atrocity crimes or war crimes, but everything from involvement in the drug trade to these scam centers that have plagued the region for many years. And it's been very interesting to see the revolutionary forces in Myanmar prioritize dealing with some of those problems in ways that the Myanmar junta never did. So that has been, I think, an interesting element of the ongoing revolution in Myanmar.
And Thai people has been affected in that too.
Most definitely, yeah. It's not an issue that we've been documenting or investigating, but there have been quite a number. My understanding is there's been quite a number of Thai people affected by that. And I think also, the military junta, it really poses a number of problems for all Thai people. I mean, this is a regime that is destabilizing ASEAN. This is a regime that's been creating refugee outflows for many, many years, apart from the atrocity crimes that they've been committing with total impunity. And it really is, we believe it really is in Thailand's interests. Particularly the government of Thailand really should prioritize ensuring that the Myanmar military is denied revenues, is denied access to weapons, political legitimacy. And we do hope that, and we're working towards ways that governments in this region can help support accountability efforts.
So you're saying that humanitarian aid is not enough to end the crisis?
No, and in fact, even in the area of humanitarian aid, there's now 2 million displaced people in Myanmar, more than 2 million. And what we've been seeing is traditional humanitarian aid systems and structures are really not suitable to reach people in need, and certainly to reach the most affected people. But there are community-based aid organizations that are doing incredible work that needs and deserves to be supported. So that's one area of the crisis that I think hasn't received too much attention.
Yeah. And ASEAN states seem to stick to 5-point consensus. Do you think that's enough?
No, I mean, this is, I think we feel strongly that the 5-point consensus is a failure. And the failures of it have been evidenced by the current situation in Myanmar. Not only has it not improved, but it's been drastically worsening for many communities throughout the country. So the 5-point consensus doesn't work. And one of our questions for ASEAN leadership is, how bad does the situation have to get? How many more children need to be killed? How many more civilian communities need to be targeted before ASEAN governments will reassess the approach to the Myanmar military junta? We feel like that is long overdue.
So what will be your recommendation to the government involved in this?
Well, I think governments in this region, but also internationally, really need to do a lot more to ensure that the Myanmar military cannot access revenues or these weapons that they're using to target civilians. This is it's a crisis of epic proportions, and again, it's very disheartening to see the limited attention that the crisis in Myanmar is receiving internationally. So we do hope to change that. And one area that gives us quite a lot of hope are the 55 million people in Myanmar. The revolutionary spirit there is very strong. And when the revolution in Myanmar does succeed, we are really hopeful for what it will mean for human rights in Southeast Asia. I think it could usher in some very important changes regionally. And I think states within ASEAN will have new partners once that day comes to pass.
Well, since Thailand has this new government, and they say that they want to be more proactive on foreign affairs and kind of thing to be soft about the crisis in the region. How do you see this as a positive sign or not?
Well, I think any genuine effort to seek solutions is warmly welcomed. I think it would be prudent and important for the Thai government to do everything that it can to prevent the Myanmar military from accessing Thai banks, for example. The money that the military junta in Myanmar moves through Thai banks, they're using that to purchase weapons, to attack civilian populations. And again, the existence of the junta in Myanmar is not a positive thing for the people of Thailand, and so I think certainly we would encourage Thai citizens to contact their representatives to make sure that this issue is prioritized, and certainly other issues related to the treatment of refugees needs to be addressed as well. But I think Thailand stands to potentially set a very positive example for neighboring countries in this region and how to deal with these atrocities, but we haven't seen it yet. So. We are really excited about expanding our work. Our model involves, the way that we work involves working with, individuals who come from the communities where we're working. And so we're in the process now of expanding to Ukraine, for example. So that'll be a new experience for Fortify Rights. It's unclear what issues we'll be working on there, because that will be determined by the Ukrainian team when it's established. But we do hope to bring our model to promote and protect human rights to other places around the world where these violations are taking place with impunity.
นอกจากนี้คุณแมทธิวยังยืนยันกับ The Reporters นะครับว่าหลังจากนี้ Fortify Rights ยังคงทำงานเพื่อปกป้องและคุ้มครองสิทธิมนุษยชนไม่ใช่เฉพาะในพื้นที่เอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้เท่านั้นแต่ในหลายๆแห่งที่มีการละเมิดสิทธิมนุษยชนโดยการลอยนวลพ้นผิดอีกด้วยครับณฐนนท์ เจริญชัย The Reporters รายงาน